Imagination and reality might also be synced and harmonized with each other in one way or another, and that means imagination and reality can also be considered to be interrelated, interdependent, and interconnected realities and conditions of not only in the external world but also the human mind and psyche, because ultimately the human psyche and mind are fundamentally responsible in the creation and development, invention of all that has been done in the external world, and all the principles, rules, regulations, qualities we exercise and we develop in our lives and also live by externally, including freedom, justice, liberty, equality, fairness, happiness, truth, are all dependent upon the human mind. They are all nothing more than creations and subjective ideas and inventions of the magnificent human mind and psyche and its need, necessities, and crisis for meaning, significance, equality. It created all that. And that means all those ideas and ideals or virtues that we constantly develop, exercise in our lives, actions, behaviors, states, societies, and that we also consistently, persistently live by in our lives do not have their own sovereignty, differentiation, and independence, because ultimately they are dependent upon the human psyche. Without the human mind, without the power of the human psyche, reason, those ideas would not even have come into being or existence anyways. So the human mind is independent. The human mind has got freedom, sovereignty, independence. But what it creates becomes dependent upon it. What it creates becomes interdependent in one way or another. So whatever the human mind creates and invents continues to be and remain and exist as a conditional and dependent, reliant kind of entity upon the human being, and that includes imagination and reality as well, because imagination is obviously absolutely subjective, but what we call reality also becomes possible because of the existence of all the human beings in the world who have got their own vision, mind, projection, reflection, knowledge, ways, success, by combining or composing which there is reality. Because reality is nothing more than the collective unconscious or the conscious unconscious operating at the same time and creating reality, because the collective unconscious creates and controls reality and the matrix as well in one way or another. So imagination and reality are reciprocal entities and creations of the human mind and psyche, so much so that the one does not exist without the other. So that's how this differentiation and paradox and connection of imagination and reality works, without which we cannot live either. We need both imagination and reality at the same time. We cannot be either absolutely imaginative or entirely realistic.